Yeah, it has the power, guys. It has. Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is Aprilia Tuareg 660, a proper adventure bike. It has the front 21-inch wheel and the rear 18-inch. It has the switchable ABS. It has really a nice ground clearance, and it has also a very large handlebar and quite good wind protection. The seat, it's huge, as you see, and I have to say that it rides just very nicely. It has the same engine as the Aprilia Tuono 660, but it is differently tuned. This one produces 80 horsepower at 9,250 RPMs, and the peak torque it's 70 Newton meters at 6,500 RPM. So it is an adventure bike. It is quite light. It has 204 kilos weight. It is a 270 crank parallel twin engine, so it has that growl, you know, when you push it, just like a V2 would have, and I think that it rides really nicely. So here you can see adjustable front forks and also the rear adjustable shock. It's there, and it is a chain driven bike. It has also different riding modes, 4 riding modes, and 2 of them are really adjustable according to the rider, and it is just a very nice looking bike. So this is a huge exhaust, as you can see, that produces a very nice and deep growl, in my opinion. The switches here are very well positioned. The mirrors are on the right place, and I can see almost everything what is happening behind. The TFT screen, color screen, very nicely designed, and also the USB socket here in front. So what is the feel of this bike off-road? Off-road capabilities, even though I am not an off-road rider, are very good in my opinion. I just rode it a bit off-road, and I have to say that you can easily stand up, and you feel in control of everything on this bike, and it is just very well balanced, guys. The front 21-inch, it's the right size for the off-road. So guys, in terms of the adventure style and design, I have to say that it really is an adventure bike. So with that handguards, with this very nicely shaped screen, and the only thing that may be a little bit a downside, I would say, it's this lower mudguard. So once the enduro bikes had those higher, you probably would remember it, mudguards in front. So if you remember the Suzuki DR650 and Kawasaki KLR 650, it has spoked wheels, and brakes are in both cases Brembo, so double disc at the front and single disc at the rear. What I would like to mention here at this point is that everybody is comparing this bike with the Yamaha Tenere, so Yamaha Tenere 700. The fuel tank, it's here a bit bigger, I think 2 liters. This one comes with the tubeless tires. Instead, Yamaha, it's really an off-road oriented bike, but this comes also with the a bit lower seat, and the difference is also in the engine. So this one has 80 horsepower and Yamaha has a little bit less. They say that the engine of this one it's a bit more lively than that one of the Tenere 700. I didn't try the Tenere, so I cannot say anything about it. I just can say that this one it's a very lively one, and with enough power and enough torque. So riding at 100 kilometers per hour in 6, you are at around 4,500 revs, and it has enough pull for overtaking. I am on board, guys, and it feels very comfortable. So the handlebar, it's a very wide one, and I have to say that with this one could really go far. So the riding position, it's a very comfortable and good one. My knees are not stressed. My knee angle, it's just right, and I have to say that for my height, 6'1" or 185 centimeters, it's just right. Even if one would be 2 meters or 6'3", 6'4", I think that this bike would be still very comfortable. It's just very well designed also for taller riders, in my opinion. So about the seat, guys, the seat it's softer than I thought, but 1 hour or 1 hour and 20 minutes would be the limit for me on this one. I am right now riding 2 hours and I feel a bit of pain. Otherwise, I have to say that the positive side of the seat is that it is very long, so you can move on the seat just like you want. The engine feel, guys, the engine it's a torquey one and quite powerful, I have to say. So it has enough punch, enough power for daily use, but even for some sportier rides. So I like the engine, and it has that you know, deep growl that you can hear when you push it a bit. So the brakes, guys, brakes are Brembo, and when we say Brembo, we already know that they should work very well and efficiently. Yeah, guys, very good brakes, I have to say. Powerful, and with that bite that you feel in a moment, you know, guys, you know what I mean. The windshield, it's a non-adjustable one, but as such, for me that I am 6'1", it's not bad at all. I have to say that for some of you that are not taller than 6 foot, I think that it's gonna be even better. Riding at 70 miles per hour or 120 kilometers per hour, you feel a bit of buffeting, but this is mostly the case on almost any bike these days. So for a normal ride, the windshield is just fine. This one it's equipped also with the cruise control. I have to mention it, and you have the command here, and this is just a very nice bike for one that would like to do also quite a bit of off-road, but would in the same time would like to have a road-oriented bike. So this is a half bike, I would say. The switches and all commands, guys, are very well located, and I don't have anything to complain about in this regard. The mirrors are also very good and stylish, even though they are small, and I like the idea of having the handguards. Most adventure bikes have the handguards, and I think that this is just right that also Aprilia mounted the handguards on this one. About the consumption, guys, so some say that this is a thirsty bike, or let's say thirstier than the Tenere 700. I didn't try the Tenere, but for this one I can say that if you are riding it at the steady throttle, and if you're not pushing it like crazy, then you can reach 5 liters. Here you can see 4.9 very easily. When braking, guys, you feel that the bike it's diving a bit, but this is just an adventure bike, and in my case I would adjust the suspension a bit harder, but this is just me. So the riding modes, guys, this is the Explore riding mode. You have 3 more, and 2 of them are adjustable. May I show it to you? So as you can see, urban, off-road, and the one that it's already set. So this one, it's without the quick shifter, guys. I have to mention this, but I am not a quick shifter fan, and this is just fine with me. When riding this bike, you can get quickly used to it, even though this is not a sports bike or a naked bike or a sport touring bike, but it's a proper adventure bike, in my opinion. You can still get used to it very easily and very quickly. So the front 21-inch, it's not a problem, and even for me that I am not really into the adventure segment of bikes, I really enjoyed riding this bike. About the gearbox, guys, nothing against this gearbox. It is smooth and precise. I just have to put my foot a lot ahead to change gears, so the operating area it's quite long of the lever or pedal, as you wish. About the vibes, guys, any particular vibes on this one, I have to mention it. So it is just that specific feel that you are on a bike, so a vibes free bike, in my opinion. The turning circle, a very nice one, guys. It is an adventure bike, but still a very nice turning circle. So guys, if I would have to describe this bike in just one sentence, I would call it a do-it-all Aprilia. So as such, it is a daily bike, it is an off-road bike, and it is also a very good road bike. The price, guys, this one is not cheap, I have to say, but it's a very stylish, and it's Aprilia, guys, it's Aprilia. So guys, let's do the 3 pros and 3 cons. The first pro, it's the design, the line of this bike. This is a wonderful adventure bike and I like it a lot. The second pro, it's the engine. It has a very nice sound and it feels just right, guys, with enough power and enough torque. And the third pro, it's the riding position. It is not stressed at all. It's just very comfortable, guys. 3 cons, guys. The first con, it's about the gearbox. I am not used to this gearbox and I have to put my foot all the time a lot ahead to change gears smoothly. So it is maybe not a minus for somebody else, but for me it is. The second con, it's the seat. So even though it's soft, it gets a bit difficult to resist more than 1 hour and 15 minutes on this bike. So the seat, guys. And the third con, it's this one, it's without the center stand, and as an adventure bike I think that this should be standard on any adventure bike. So for the chain maintenance and also if you are putting some luggage or cargo on your bike should be on a center stand. This is just something that it's a must. This is all, guys. This was Aprilia Tuareg 660. Do it all Aprilia, I would say. I enjoyed it very much. I think that it's a nice option for somebody that it's a lot into adventure world of bikes, and you should try it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please do me a favor and subscribe, and put down your comments and also likes. I really appreciate it. So thanks, and till the next one.